I just finished gassing up. Hood open. I'm gonna have to pull over when I get up here. Because I don't know why my hood would be open. I probably just stepped on it or pulled it or something. But yeah, welcome in. I thought this was such a beautiful, crystal clear day for spirit to invite us in. I think I like it like that better. You like it like that better? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So, card to think. I love my card time, right? But he gave me this time to share with you. I'm gonna pull over real quick because he said my foot is up. And I don't, well, actually, I'm gonna pull over on this side of the street. I don't know where I should have been anyway at the car wash, but I didn't. And I don't know, I am spirit led cornbread fed. I am in the South, y'all. And I just finished paying $3.35 for plus gas. So I don't know where you are. Drop it in the comment section. What you paying for gas? Where you live? Turn this down. My question today was, well, what's really put in my mind to ask you to pose, my question to pose to you guys is, did you recognize your spiritual attack? And we all know that everything happens. We know that all things happen for a reason. And remember, it's happening for us for a reason. It's happening for us, not to us. So I want you guys to be mindful of that. Look at the sun shining on that. Yes, be mindful of happening for you. Opposed to you, did you recognize your really, I was like, unfortunate events, right? But I hate to say unfortunate because it was out for my good. So really, it was a series of fortunate events. Make sure you got that description box. I have my TikTok and everything. It's actually a TikTok, and that was a moon. What full moon was that? I have to go back and see. There was definitely something going on where it was like a series of fortunate events. I call them fortunate events because we manifestors, we master manifestors. We know not to speak that negative no matter how much. And so, okay, I'm in 2 beauty shops. I was selling grass and I was making ends meet because it was like I was sleeping in my car outside of family's house. Like, right, I had a aunt whose house I was sleeping in front of. I was sleeping in front of my mama's house, but for whatever reason I wouldn't go inside and I couldn't get no peace inside. It was more peaceful in my doing that, helping my kids get through school and get to school. I was still taking them to school. I wouldn't let nothing get me down. I kept pushing, kept pursuing, kept going. And then one day I was on my way to work. I was rushing and I locked my keys in my car. I actually first back it up, rewind. I was on my way to work and I end up running into the back of a truck and trailer. I didn't smash so hard. It was like at the light and I was distracted or whatever happened. I don't even remember the exact details. The light changed. They didn't go. It's like when I thought I anticipated them to go, but they didn't go. And so I bumped them. Well, when I bumped them, I paused to see if they was gonna get out. I'm not go looking for no trouble, right? So I paused to see if they was gonna get out, and they just drove off like nothing happened. And so naturally, I drove off like nothing happened, but my mind was all scattered. Like I was upset. Like I just hit these people from the back. Like, oh my God, I'm going to jail for sure. Because at this time, I didn't tell you, I was actually on the run from the police. But I've already did my time for that, so that's another story. But they drove off, and then so I made it to work. Oh, before when I pulled over to check my car, and I lost my license plate. My license plate was gone. It was like, and I was so scared because it was like I don't want to get pulled over because remember I'm on the run, so it's like oh my god, like answering up. So I feel like with that sun shining through this and the clouds coming through, it's some stuff that's gonna have to be taken care of. Right in the pre-shuffle, the win or lose card came out because I did shuffle the energy because I was wondering about this message, right? And it's like with the third chakra, and then from that 5 to the 6 made me feel like in order for something to progress, some things just have to be taken care of, period. But so I was looking for my license plate, I couldn't find it. I was like, I gotta get to work, and so I ended up getting to work, and I remember telling my boss, I feel like I'm under attack. And that's why I was wondering, do you guys notice when you are under these attacks? But remember, these attacks, win or lose, they are to elevate us, right? Win or lose, they're to elevate us, right? Even those challenging times, they're to push us through to something higher and greater purpose, right? That's when you think about all the great people they went through challenging times. I wasn't the only one sleeping in my car. Reference Tyler Perry, reference Bill Cosby, reference anybody that's been anybody that's been had to sacrifice their dream. And so I told him that, and he was like, I don't know. It was like spiritual, and I don't know if he got it, which I thought he got it because he had all the tattoos. The God, I thought he was on a higher level spiritual. But remember, it's low vibration entities. No matter what you study, no matter where you at, it's always it's low vibrational entities. And so after I left there and I realized I was under spiritual attack, and I finally spoke it, like I was like, oh hi, I see you, I recognize you, right? I left work that night and I went back the same way. This is where that third eye chakra, the intuition kick in, where you got to know how to. First I reached out, right? First I talked about it, right? I communicated what I felt like was going on. Like I had to speak it, especially with that Ace of Swords and that reaching out. Like you're gonna have to acknowledge it, right? You don't have to fall into succumb to it, but definitely to acknowledge it. And so I was driving back after work, and I said, go back the same way that you came, where you lost your, and go look for your license plate. And so I went and looked for my license plate, and it was right there in the middle of the street, like hidden in plain sight. Laying there, like I know I checked that place. I had broke my way. I didn't tell you that when I got out to check my license plate on the way to work, I locked my keys in the car. So I broke the window. So I had an accident. I broke the window, and look, in threes, all at one time. I bumped the back of that vehicle. They didn't say nothing though. I was spared by grace. I lost my license plate. I didn't get pulled over. I made it to work. I was saved by grace. I broke my window to get in my car, but I was able to get it fixed. So that was something easy to get over. I was saved by grace. And so, yeah, just remember it's not happening to you per se. It's happening for you, for your ascension, for you to rise. I love the way the sun is shining. It makes me think about this trust card. Look, headed towards the sun, like embrace it, confront it, because the very thing that you are manifesting, right? Spirit is trying to lead you. Spirit is trying to guide you. Spirit is trying to move you to something greater, right? Sometimes, and after that, okay, so we're talking about the spiritual attack. So after that day, because now we get into the meetup. So after that day, felt like challenging time series of unfortunate events, but really fortunate events, right? This is the past, right? Energy that we're talking about. But we look at the past, we reference the past to move forward. And so after that, I was on my way. I was like, broke. I say broke, but I mean, of course I had money because I was working, like I said, in those two. Actually, I was working 3 shops at one time, just 2 in the Houston area. And I was still working in a shop in the Dallas area. So I still had clients looking at Dallas, and I had clients I had to get to. So I was on my way to, from Houston, driving 45 north to Dallas. And then all of a sudden, it was just a downpour. And maybe this is because it happened in August, right? We just leaving up out of August. So downpour, and it was like hardly any visibility, right? And so I'm driving, and remember the 3. I'm driving in the downpour, and my car just started. So now, and if you know, it's like 4 lanes. So now, I mean 45 north, but I'm going north. It's like 4 lanes. It's now facing south. So it's a big 18-wheeler. Like, I'm facing this 18-wheeler. It's like we still moving in the same direction, but I'm turning backwards, right? And so driving down this highway. So, and I'm not even scared though. I'm like cool, calm, and collected. Like, it's whatever. And it seemed like as soon as that cool, calm, and collected spirit came over me, like I ain't had no fears, no worries. My car, it spun back around naturally. It spun to the side, to the medium, where it's like a barrier thing, a medium, but it's a barrier, but it was enough room to fit my car. And then it was facing upright. I mean, facing the right way. And then so I didn't even think about it, because my car, it had cut out automatic. I mean, it just like spun around and parked itself. You know what I'm saying? And then so I crunked the car back up, and it crunked right back up. So I go back on my journey up 45 north, and the downpour I was telling you about, it cleared up. So now, remember I told you I was leaving the Houston area going to Dallas. So now I'm driving. Now I'm like in Corsicana. Before Corsicana, because I got off in Corsicana. So before Corsicana, I'm driving, and all of a sudden a truck with a whole bunch of stuff on the back of it got on. And it's like just me in this vehicle, this truck on the highway, and then it just pulled right in front of me. And I remember thinking to myself, why would he pull in front of you like that? It's like, why would he pull in front of you like that? And then it was like, what if all that stuff come off the back of that truck? And then so we drove for about another exit or 2, and then I saw Whataburgers, and I said, let me get off. I got me a patty melt. So by the time that I got off the freeway, went through the driveway, ordered me a patty melt, and then got back on the highway, drove up another exit, that truck, all its load was spilled all over the highway. That could have harmed me, physically killed me, if I wasn't aware, if I didn't listen to self. Right. If I wasn't in tune with the master. And so I'm driving, I'm just like got my hand on I'm on cruise control, so I got my knee on me, so I'm driving like I'm uninterested in even this trip, right? To where I'm driving, I'm on cruise, but I'm on cruise control. That's how I know that a lot of people lying. He didn't clock me over there. I wasn't speeding. It was the car that was passing me up that was speeding, and because they knew they was speeding, because they even pulled. They began to pull over to the side of the road, and then instead of the police officer stopping them, he stopped me. And remember, I told you at the beginning of this, I was on the run, and so that's where we get to this car. It wasn't happening to me, it was happening for me. It was like the divine gave me a chance to sit down. Yeah, I had to sit down. They gave me 2 years for that. You know what I'm saying? For what I was actually, not for the reason I was on the run, I had picked up. All that, like I said, I have done my time, rest, reconsider. Spirit chased me down. Ain't he so good? I love that elevational worship song where it say he chase you down. Ain't no world. Like I said, he spun that car around and parked it on the side of the road. He told me get out before, because the enemy, although weapons form, they will not prosper. They will not prosper. Rest and reconsider and I got a new lease on life, another chance, another start. And look at the rainbow. It'll never happen like that again. I passed the test. So make sure that you recognizing these spiritual attacks. It's for you, for your greater good, right? Win or lose. Win or lose. Win or lose. The truth gonna be the truth. Like I said, things gonna have to be cleared up. Things gonna come to the light. There ain't no more running. So that was just a little quick Converse for today. Do you recognize when you under a spiritual attack? I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you can relate to it. I hope that I said something that make you see. That make you see. I feel like that's what it is. I feel like Spirit is saying you need to be aware of those good feelings of your crown chakra tingling. Take the lead in your spirit quest. Take the lead. He can't use you if you can't see. He can't use you if you don't recognize. Oh, go within then. Peak game. Shout out Kevin Gates. I really peak people. Met a little youngster from BR. So you go come out. I'll see you soon. I said, okay. And I said, you know what? It's not on a sexual level. You know what I'm saying? At BWA. Breadwinners. I breed women. I'm a breadwinner. And we gotta go through everything that we gotta go through to win. A series of fortunate events, right? Recognize the spiritual attacks is used for your ascension. It's gonna be for your greater good. I'ma get on. I feel like the service might be about to drop because you know I'm in the
Yo bitch looking like she wanna fuck some.
yeah, we about to hit that dead zone. And yeah. Until next time, yeah. I hope you subscribe, hit that like, hit that bell so that we can do it again. And until next time, namaste.